Hi everyone, guys. I hope I'm audible and visible. Can you guys see me? Can you guys hear me? So, very good evening and a very warm welcome to the session. Today, we're going to start again the parajumbles which were left from the previous session. We did have a parajumbles session earlier, MAH CET Last Lap VA Parajumbles Part 1. And this session is a sequel of what we've done earlier. So, I'll be quickly giving you a recap of what are the parajumble types, what basically are the question types, how do we attempt a question type, what are the strategies to pick up this particular session to be the topmost, the opening sentence. How do we decide whether a sentence is a generic sentence or is it a somewhere going towards a specific detailing? So all of that will be quickly revising. Let me just share my screen. I hope it's visible, guys. So earlier we've discussed about parajumbles. What are parajumbles? Parajumbles are basically the jumbled paragraphs, right? So let's start from here. So when we talk about parajumbles, it's nothing but 4 to 5 sentences which have been jumbled for us, right? There could be 4 sentences, there could be 5 sentences which are jumbled, and we need to figure out a coherent, meaningful paragraph. Okay, we need to figure out the coherent, meaningful paragraph out of these 4 sentences or the 5 sentences which have been jumbled for us. What are we trying to do? We're basically trying to make something meaningful out of something which is totally jumbled. Okay, so for example, if I say Mr. Kumar is a scientist at ISRO. Okay, and then ISRO, the Indian Space Research Organization, is one of the most well-known organizations when it comes to studying the updates happening in universe. Right, and there's a sentence which says multiple scientists have been known for spending endless hours at the organization, and ISRO is home to them. Okay, and then there is a sentence which talks about Mr. Amit Kumar cleared his ISRO exam, scientist exam or something, say 5 years ago. Okay, so these are 4 sentences I've given to you, right? These are 4 sentences. Say this is A. Say this is A. This is B. This one's C, and this is D. Okay. What are we supposed to do? We need to figure out how can we arrange these sentences. There's a sentence which says Mr. Kumar is a scientist at ISRO. ISRO, the Indian Space Research Organization, one of the most well-known organizations when it comes to studying the updates happening in universe. And then there's a sentence which says multiple scientists have been known for spending endless hours at the organization, and ISRO is home to them by now. Mr. Amit Kumar cleared his ISRO exam 5 years ago. So there are 2 learnings from here. Okay, there are 2 learnings from here. What? One, whenever you use abbreviations, okay, एब्रीविएशंस मतलब जैसे यहाँ पे ISRO यूज्ड है, ठीक है, या फिर कहीं पे WHO यूज्ड है. दिस इज वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. ओके, दिस इज वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. आई नो इट इज वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, but unless and until it is mentioned, I wouldn't have a clarity on whether it is a World Health Organization or what. Similarly, if I say ISRO and I don't mention Indian Space Research Organization, the entire full form, you know what is the challenge here? What's the challenge here? The challenge is that we are not making it clear that what is this ISRO referring to, what is this WHO referring to. Okay, so whenever you have any abbreviations, it's always important to use the expanded version of these abbreviations rather than just using ISRO or WHO or you know maybe NHA, right? So, whatever abbreviations, whatever short forms we are using, they should always be used with the expanded version in the first sentence. That sentence which contains the entire explanation to that abbreviation should come first. So, naturally, if I look at the sequence here, B should supersede any of the sentences because everywhere I'm using ISRO, but I'm not talking about Indian Space Research Organization. So, B should come first, right? Then multiple scientists have been known for spending endless hours at the organization unless ISRO is home to them. Okay? यहाँ पे then it starts with Mr. Kumar is a scientist at ISRO. Mr. Amit Kumar cleared his exam. So one of the learnings is always you have the expanded version coming first. Only then you use the sentence which use the abbreviation. This is the learning. Second point to be noted here is whenever you have first name and second name. For example, if I say Mr. Keats wrote beautiful poems, okay, and then Mr. John Keats was an amazing writer. So naturally, the sentence which contains the complete name should come before I'm using Mr. Keats. Are we getting it? So here too, when I'm saying Mr. Kumar, okay, the sentence which says Mr. Kumar is a scientist at ISRO. And here is the sentence says Mr. Amit Kumar cleared his ISRO exam 5 years ago. Multiple scientists have been known to this. So naturally, D or A में D should come first, like before A. Okay. So if you look at the sequence, ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, one of the most well-known organizations when it comes to studying updates happening in the universe. Multiple scientists have been known for spending endless hours at the organization. So B ke baad I have the sentence C. Now the combat is between A and D, whether it should be A or should it be D. So now I'm going to pick up D. Mr. Amit Kumar does so and so, and Mr. Kumar is a scientist at ISRO. So BCDA is the final sequence that we get for this unstructured set of sentences which are given to us. Okay. What did we learn today? We learned that whenever there are abbreviations, we always look for the sentence which has the expanded version of it. 2. If you have the complete name and the second name being used, the sentence which uses the complete name always comes before the sentence using the second name. I hope this was ultra clear to everyone, guys. Any doubts, anything, please ask right away. If we are good with this, we can start with some more concepts and move to some tricky questions. Okay, so I will be coming back to all of this. What are we going to discuss? What did we discuss earlier? Parajambas literally means jumbled paragraphs. That's what I told you. 4 to 5 sentences honge. These are few of the questions we've done already. So I would not be taking you through these. Maybe if you want to try, you can try this question very quickly if you're attending the session for the first time, because this will help you to understand how the sentences have to be sequenced. So I'm giving you 30 seconds. Quickly go through it. If you're done with this, please let me know. I'll explain it to you. 30 seconds very quickly, guys. Look for the opening sentence. Look for the sentence that should follow it. Why should a sentence be the concluding one, Whenever an author shares his or her opinion, जब भी कहीं पे ओपिनियन शेयर होगा वो हमेशा लास्ट साइड में आता है. ओपनिंग सेंटेंस भी जेनरिक होगा, लास्ट सेंटेंस भी थोड़ा सा ओपनिंग के जैसा ही जेनरिक होगा, लेकिन मिडिल सेंटेंसेस जो होते हैं दे आर द वंस वेयर यू हैव द मेन कॉन्क्रीट थिंग्स. ओके, so if the species survive at all, it will be only in national parks. Today, they are a relatively rare species. Lion used to be very widely distributed in Africa and Asia. Indiscriminate killing by hunters has been the cause of the drastic fall in the numbers. Okay, so if the species survive at all, Which species survive at all? I don't know. Today, they're relatively rare species. They are rare species. Lion used to be very widely distributed in Africa and Asia. Okay, I have something now. Indiscriminate killing by hunters has been the cause of this drastic fall. Which drastic fall? So naturally, I start with the sentence which introduces the main thing. That is the lion. The lion is what we're talking about in the entire passage. That's the protagonist. So we have our lions used to be very widely distributed in Africa and Asia. Today, they're relatively rare species. So the moment I say used to be very widely distributed in Africa and Asia, now I say today they're relatively rare species. If they're rare species, why? Indiscriminate killing by hunters has been the reason. Okay? And then you have, if the species survive at all, it will be only in the national park. So RQSP is the final sequence we get. How do we get it? Only when we skim through the sentences, we get to know that, okay, this is the sentence where the main character is being introduced. Lion used to be very widely distributed. Post have used are, I come to Q. Okay, पहले तो ऐसा था, but nowadays we see they're relatively rare species. So why? The question arises, which is answered in S. Indiscriminate killing by hunters has been the cause of this drastic fall in the numbers. And then we have P. If the species survive at all, it'll be only in the national park. So R, Q, S, P, final sequence, that is it. I hope you're good with this. Any doubts, anything, please let me know, guys. Okay, let's move to the next question now. Please try this question out, then we discuss it. So this is a little tricky and a little different question. You have the first and the last sentence fixed for it. And the middle four sentences are the ones which you have to unjumble. Okay. Try to find the pairs with question number 1 and 6. And then we look at the middle four sentences. Please let me know if we can discuss it. What does the question say? I'm not saying these emotions are good or bad. So which emotions are we talking about? Where is that emotion we're talking about? This emotion, which emotion? Or these emotions? Good or bad, right or wrong, okay? Rather, we're looking at what the consequences are. What can be the impact of it? In fact, the negative impact is what we're talking about. Okay. In fact, when anger comes, what can you do? You may think 100 times, oh, I shouldn't get angry, but when the mood comes, it comes like a thunderstorm. You are unable to control it. All your presumptions, your notions, your promises simply go in vain, as in they go for waste. Right? Vain as in they are wasted. Okay. So, what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to figure out इसमें opening sentence क्या होगा. Opening sentence अगर मैंने बोला, I'm not saying emotions are good or bad, right or wrong. But which sentence do I club with it? Rather, we're looking at consequences, what the consequences are. Okay. In fact, when anger comes, what can you do? Right? So you have sentence number 1. Presumptions, notions go in vain, right? You're unable to control it. So C and D forms a pair, it seems like. Okay, I'm not saying these emotions are good or bad. Rather, we're looking at what the consequences are. So I can club 1 with it. Okay. In fact, when anger comes, what can you do? You may think 100 times, oh, I shouldn't get angry. But when the mood comes, it comes like a thunderstorm. Right? So B and then C. You may think 100 times, oh, because anger is there. मुझे पता लग रहा है कि मेरे अंदर गुस्से वाले anger emotions आ रहे हैं. I shouldn't get angry. But when the mood comes, it comes like a thunderstorm. You're unable to control it. And then all your presumptions, notions, promises simply go in vain. So we have 6 here. So 1, A, B, C, D, 6. The final sequence you've got answer is A. Not every time would you be given emotions, would you be given options. So that's also one of the things. Let's move to another question. Let's quickly try this and then we discuss in 30 seconds, guys, very quickly. Guys, are we done with the question? Can we discuss it? I hope not a very tough question. I'll give you some hints. One says you've been assigned a job that you can handle. Okay. A lot of patience is necessary. It would be good to sit and relax and just with nature short time every day. If you think you have a very big task that you cannot handle, then you will really not be able to handle it. You need to know that the task you have is appropriate for you and you will handle it the best you can. First of all you need to do is have trust in yourself. Start meditating regularly to increase energy. Okay, so you always look for these little pockets which help you to connect. Okay, acha, this is the word which is here, and similar kind of a tonality or a word is hidden in another sentence, and then I find another sentence carrying a sequel of that particular word. So that's how you'll form the pairs or the triplets. We always look to form the pairs or the triplets. Okay, we're trying to figure out the pairs and triplets in sentences. So you've been assigned a job that you can handle. Okay, a lot of patience is necessary. It would be great to sit and relax and just be with nature a short time every day. If you think you have a very big task you cannot handle, then you will really not be able to handle it. So if you think that I cannot handle this, then it's very tough. You cannot handle it. You need to know that the task you have is appropriate for you and you will handle it the best you can. First of all, you need to have trust in yourself. Start meditating regularly to increase energy. So start meditating regularly to increase energy. This is what the sentence says. Okay, which sentence do you think vibes with this particular sentence? We're talking about energy here. We talk about meditating regularly. And here it says a lot of patience is necessary. It would be good to sit and relax. Just be with nature a short time every day. So you can connect A with 6. Can you see this? Similarly, can you try which sentence should follow 1? You may have been assigned a job that you can handle. If you think it's a big task, you cannot handle it. Can we start with B? Or should we start with D? First of all, you need to have trust in yourself. Hannah, what are we supposed to do at the very beginning? We need to have trust in ourselves. So 1D. Then, first of all, you need to have trust in yourself. Whenever you have a sentence starting with first, there are high chances that will be the first sentence to start with. Okay, so 1, then D. Now, if you think you have a very big task that you cannot handle, then you'll not be able to handle it. So then comes B. And then comes C. You need to know that the task you have is appropriate for you and that you will handle it the best you can. So C. And then A and then 6. So 1, D, B, C, A, 6. Even if I do not have options, it becomes easy for me to figure out the answer. So answer is D, B, C, A, 6. I hope this is clear, guys. Any doubts? Anything we didn't understand? Okay. Next question, guys. Please have a look at this one, interesting one. Please let me know if you face any challenges with the question. It's an easy question. We discuss in another minute. Guys, are we done with the question? I hope we can quickly discuss it now. We spent enough time on the questions like these. So what is death? Okay. Another philosophical parajumble. Okay. It talks about death. What is death? Now, if there's a question, there should be an answer. Okay. And that answer should come in a format which is again a little generic, since it's a very generic statement. What is death? Then a generic answer, and then that answer specifically opens up, right? So this is a generic statement, you get a generic answer to it, and then that answer opens up specifically. Then it goes to another generic conclusion, right? What I'm trying to say indirectly is a sequence of the sentences is generic, and somewhere specific in the mid. Okay, that's how the process follows. Okay, so here if I say what is death, when you awake you are engaged in various activities, and the moment you hit the bed, what happens to you? Where do you go? However the day has been pleasant, unpleasant, sleep provides you deep rest. What comes after death? Nature has provided a tiny glimpse of death to you in everyday life, your sleep. Sleep just takes you in its arms and comforts you and makes you fresh to worry again the next day. Okay, that's how life is, right? all about miniature visits to death or miniature experience of death, right? What is death? When you're awake, you're engaged in various activities, and the moment you hit the bed, what happens to you? Where do you go? However, the day has been pleasant or unpleasant, sleep provides you deep rest. So, if I'm talking about sleep here, I have to introduce deep. Okay, what comes after death? Nature has provided a tiny glimpse of death to you every day, your sleep. So, don't you think that one ke saath D should be the opening sentence? Nature has provided a tiny glimpse of death to you. What is death? Nature has provided a tiny glimpse of death to you every day. That is your sleep, right? However, the day has been pleasant or unpleasant, sleep provides you deep rest. Okay. So we have one, we have D, we have B. However, the day has been pleasant, unpleasant, sleep provides you deep rest. When you're awake, you're engaged in various activities. When you hit the bed, what happens to you? Where do you go? I think we should have A here. Maybe the sequence should be 1 and then A. When you're awake, you're engaged in various activities. And the moment you hit the bed, what happens to you? Where do you go? Nature has provided. So it should be rather 1. Nature has provided a tiny glimpse of death, again carrying the same angle, your sleep. Again, identifying what is sleep. When you're awake, you're engaged in various activities. And the moment you hit the bed, what happens to you? Where do you go? Right? It gives you A. However, the day has been pleasant, unpleasant, sleep provides you deep rest. Okay. However, the day has been provides you deep rest. What comes after death? Sleep just takes you in its arms and comforts you. Okay, what comes after death? So you should have C and then you have 6. Okay, 1 DA BC 6. This is a sequence you should follow. We start with what is death? Nature has provided a tiny glimpse of death to you in everyday life, your sleep. Then A, when you're awake, you're engaged in various activities. Moment you hit the bed, what happens to you? Where do you go? However, the day has been pleasant, unpleasant. Sleep provides you deep rest. What comes after death? Sleep just takes you in arms and comforts you and makes you fresh to worry again the next day. Okay, let's try this particular question now. Very interesting question. Try this question out. Guys, is it a good time to discuss? Okay. So again, question number 2, here it shows 1 and 6 are fixed, 2 sentences. Why am I getting this type of questions? Because I know that general sentences all of us can solve. But when it comes to the first and the last sentence, the two generic sentences as being fixed, then it becomes really tough to figure out the correct sequence. Okay, so these days I hardly ever pick up. Pick up what? Thrill of an unexpected incoming call, on the other hand, feels like a potential demand on my time and attention. Every ping signaling a text or swoosh alerting me to a Twitter direct message feels like a tiny gift in waiting. Most of my daily phone based exchanges are conducted via text and messaging on social media platforms. With those, I'm a rapid fire on the turnaround. Stacy's call probably would have fallen into this category. So I've already told what is this category. Now it just becomes simple to figure out. So these days I hardly ever pick up. Pick up what? Pick up calls. Okay? Pick up what? Pick up calls. Okay. Thrill of an unexpected incoming call, on the other hand, feels like a potential demand on my time and attention. So if somebody is unexpectedly trying to call me, unexpected incoming call is an unknown number probably or something. Even if it's a known number, it's an unexpected call. It's like it's trying to take away my me time. Every ping signaling a text or swoosh alerting me to a Twitter direct message feels like a tiny gift in waiting. If it is a message, which is there on my Twitter or somewhere where I feel, okay, this is something more like a gift to me. Most of my daily phone exchanges are conducted via text messaging on social media platforms. With those, I'm a rapid fire on the turnaround. So those are the ones which I can simply take up. Right? Rapid fire on the turnaround means I can quickly answer those messages. So Stacy's call probably would have fallen to this category. Maybe Stacy, when she tried calling me, it might have fallen to the same category. So how do you find that 1 and 6 can be fixed here? I hardly ever pick up. Most of my daily phone exchanges are conducted by text messaging. So it starts with C. Okay. It starts with C. These days, I hardly ever pick up. Most of my daily phone exchanges are conducted via text on social media platforms. With those, I'm a rapid fire, or should it be every ping signaling a text or swoosh alerting me? I'm a rapid fire. It should go with D. Okay, with text or messaging, I'm a rapid fire. Then I have a question, why? Why am I a rapid fire with those? So C, D. Then I go with B. Why? Because every ping feels like a message to me. Okay? It feels like a gift, tiny gift in waiting. And then I have A. Thrill of an unexpected incoming call, on the other hand, feels like a potential demand of my time. अगर कोई call आ रहा है, it's like it's going to take away my time. If it's a message in waiting, I can open it at my own wish, at my own convenience. So 1, C, D, B, A, and then you have Stacy's call, probably would have fallen to this category. So we have 1, C, D, B, A, 6 as the final sequence. Are we clear on this, guys? Any doubts in this question? Okay, try this one. Quick one, very interesting. Okay, let's quickly have a look at the question. Are we able to figure out the answer, guys? Are we able to see where the devil lies? How do we club 1? How do we club 6? Should I give you 30 seconds more to hint out? Stairs leading to press box at Kingsmead Stadium are steeped in history, okay? Steeped in history. It is the great Malcolm Marshall in full flight. Having played and mentored the local provincial side natal between 92 and 96, the late West Indian speedster is revered here, respected here. Okay. The adjoining walls have pictures of the local provincial team, KwaZulu Natal. Among these annual group photographs springs an image with a difference, a portrait of a man who is in his follow through after releasing a thunderbolt. There are many who reiterate his enduring influence on cricketers, a contribution that could have been more but for his untimely demise in 99 due to cancer. So, stairs leading to press box at the Kingsmead Stadium here are steeped in history. Like they tell us some history. Among these annual group photographs, so where are we talking about photographs? We need to talk about the photographs first. Among these annual adjoining walls have pictures of the local provincial, right? So these stairs and then adjoining walls. So one, sentence number 1, then you have C, right? Then it is D. Among these, there is a portrait of man who is his follow through after releasing a thunderbolt. Having played, it is great Malcolm. You need to tell who is this guy. It is great Malcolm Marshall in full flight. And then the adjoining walls have pictures of this. Having played and mentored local provincial side Nettle between 92 and 6, late West Indian speedster is revered here. So it should be B. And then you have sentence number 6. 1, C, D, A, B, and then 6. So what did we do? We tried to figure out the opening sentence, right? So opening sentence, of course, 1 is fixed with us. But stairs leading to the press box of this were steeped in history. So why? Do you see? This is just a blanket statement. This is just a blanket statement which is introducing the idea. It has a lot to do with the history. What to do with the history? It's steeped in history. Why? Because it has some pictures of provincial team, and then Nettle has been introduced. The complete name. You see, the thing I was talking about, Nettle and KwaZulu Nettle. So the entire name, the complete name has to be used first. So it has to be used prior to you use the second name. So C, among these annual groups of photographs, so we are talking about pictures and group photographs. So D follows. Then you have A. It is this great Malcolm Marshall in full flight, and having played and mentored the local provincial side, Nettle between this and this, did this. So 1, C, D, A, B, 6 comes up as the entire sequence of sentences. So this was the parajumble session, guys. I hope this was helpful. I would want you guys to keep revising the concepts and let me know in case you have any doubts. We're going to catch up again. Thank you so much for watching in, guys, and we'll catch up very soon again. See you very soon. Thank you.